Hey, this is Trissa from Sewing and Things, and in this video we're sewing our inseam and side seams for the Grady Pants Sew Along. To sew the front and back together, we're going to start off by sewing the inseam. So go ahead and match your front and back right sides together. And go ahead and pin those in place. With that pinned, we're going to sew a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance along this raw edge. So go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back. Once that seam has been sewn, you can finish the edge with either a serger or a zigzag stitch. And if you are doing the flat felled seam, make sure you are trimming the front seam. So go ahead and finish your seam, and then we'll come back. Once your seam is finished, you are going to press this to the front, and if you're making the jean version, you're going to sew a row of top stitching along the front. And ignore my mismatching front and back. That's what happens when you trim the wrong side of the flat felt seam. But go ahead and top stitch that if you're doing the jean version. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'll come back. Once that has been stitched, we're now going to sew our side seams. So go ahead and match those up, right sides together. After those are pinned, go ahead and sew along your side seams with a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance, and then we'll come back. With your side seams sewn, we now need to finish the edges with either a zigzag stitch or a serger. You cannot do a flat felled seam on your side seams. So go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back. With your side seams finished, you're going to want to press those seams to the back. And if you are doing the dress pant chino version, you are done for today. But if you're doing the jean version, you're going to want to flip your shorts or pants out. And we're going to top stitch along this edge and stop when you get to the end of the pocket, and then add a bar tack at the bottom. So go ahead and do that on both sides for the jean version, and then we'll come back. Once your top stitching is done along the edge of your side seam ending at your pocket, go ahead and add some bar tacks. If your machine does not have a bar tack function, you can use your buttonhole function to sew some bar tacks, or you can sew with a zigzag stitch with a very short stitch length. Just double check on a scrap piece of fabric to get the length and width of your stitches before you do permanent stitches on your shorts or your pants. To stay up to date on the latest videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel, or you can check out my blog at sewingandthings.com.